Welcome back to Bennock's Garage. Today we are working on a Chevy 1500 GMC Sierra 1500. This one is a 99 and it needs a oil pressure sender. We already did it on this 99 and I'm going to show you how easy it is to get to out of the car. And then we have a 2007 coming in, a Gen 4. So this is a Gen 3 5.3. It's a very generic engine block, cheap and cheesy. You can get them all day long between $500 and $800 and $900. So this right here in the very back is your oil pressure sender. I've seen other YouTubers take off the entire intake, the fuel lines, the fuel rails, all this crap just to get to that sender. No, 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 no. All you gotta do is buy the proper one. It's an 1 1/16 with a 6-inch extension. And you can reach right on it and put your hand right through this little hole, because all this is underneath the engine bay, and it's right there. If you don't have the special tool, no big deal. 1 1/16, 1 1/16, right over top of it. So that's the actual size if you don't have the proper tool. And now we're going to show you how to do it in an actual vehicle. So here we have a 2011 that needs the same sensor replaced. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the engine cover. It just pulls straight up, and then it kind of dips in on the back. So pull up straight up in the front and then pull straight out. There you go. And you see how it kind of dips in on the back. Now from here, if you take this right through the side and go straight down, you get, first you gotta put your hand back there to unplug it. You'll be able to reach it, access it, and take it out without any issues. So 2011 is a little bit different. Zoom in here. You're going to see a white clip. There's the clip right there. So you have to get the white piece up out of the middle of it, and then you can push it straight in. So really not that bad. Now that we got the clip off, she's going to take that wrench I showed earlier, slide it right back in there, right over top of it.
Yep, that's on.
I know the lighting in there is not the best, but you can see kind of what we're doing right there. Did it break loose already?
I don't think so.
Okay. Might want to put your hand back there and support the head as you twist, so it doesn't try to come out sideways.
Kind of have to use one hand.
That's not going to be good.
Let me see if I can get both my hands back up in here. Oh, that's my foot.
You want something with a little bit more leverage on it?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to use something with a little bit longer handle to get a little bit more leverage on it.
In there.
Coming out?
Yeah, there we go. Just broke free.
Okay. If you want, you can just put your hand back there now and
Yeah.
twirl it.
Gotta find a spot.
Is it a little too hard still?
No, it's coming.
Okay.
weird angle to get my hand back up in there.
I can understand that. Well, we have a different tool that might fit in there if it's somewhat easy and somewhat not. There we go. One of these. Actually, it's a ratchet, but you hold it. You just kind of go like this with it. No? Okay.
You've got to be 9 foot tall to get over into the engine.
No. This can't be a sissy.
Come on. Has to be almost out.
Did it come out already?
I think so.
It's not gonna. Let's say it's not gonna come up with it. Guess you just found that out. You know where that one landed.
Yep.
It did not go through. Lunch is calling. Alright, so before you put your new sensor in, you have to go in there and dig out the old filter so you can put in a new filter also. Sometimes it comes with a new filter depending on which brand you go with. I went with Dorman. So it comes with a new screen, and you have a 50-50 chance that someone already took the screen out versus if the screen is actually still in it. And our answer,
popped out.
It did pop out though.
Yeah, it's somewhere.
Okay. So if it popped out, we're good there. Can you feel it? Did it fall back?
It fell down somewhere, but I saw it pop up and out.
Okay, then you can go ahead and just put the new one in, and of course you know which way it goes. It's tapered.
Now,
and make sure you don't lose that one.
I was about to say, the hard part is not dropping the new one.
It's only $75 you have to come out of pocket.
It's in the hole.
Alright, next.
It just dropped right down there.
Take the cap off. Screw it in by hand as far as you can get it, and then take by a wrench. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you can put in one of these without taking all this other stuff off, like other YouTube videos are showing you, and just doing it quick and easy with a couple basic tools and about a half hour of your time, if that. The longest part's going up to the auto parts store to get the part. It's literally like 5 to 7 minutes coming out, 5 to 7 minutes going in. Whoop-de-friggin' do. So, alright, so I'm going to conclude this video, and hopefully it saves somebody out there a lot of time by not taking out your intake manifold. Thank you for watching.